evening, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Garrowen, and welcome to our weekly catch-up and Shed Wars chat for this week. So we can check out all the videos that have come out this week and what's been happening around the place. So as we're waiting for people to come in, because I did actually make a slight error while setting up the schedule for this and had it scheduled for tomorrow night. But I'm live now, so to give everyone a chance to find us and find the video, I'm going to do a quick go through of what's happened here this week. We've been pretty focused on the expandable container home and trying to get into it. So yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. So we had our chats last week where I showed what was happening with the starting to set up the container home. And then we had step one and going over some of the stuff that was happening with the roof. So a hydrologist was supposed to come on Friday, but because of all the rain that we've been getting, they weren't able to make it. So we've had to reschedule because they want to make sure there's no water in the pipes. I did try to explain to them that the pipes that needed checking had water in them all the time. So whether it was raining or not wasn't going to be an issue, but anyway. Hi, Annette from Apple Tree Urban Homestead in Perth. It's always lovely to have you join us. Hi, Tammy. You've watched all the container home videos? We're a tiny house family. So I get to add a new tag to the channel. Oh dear. It's quite funny. I remember thinking when we were moving here that there's no way in the world I could convince my family to get rid of any of their stuff so that we could actually live in a tiny house. We're still not getting rid of stuff though. We've just got it packed in the shed. Oh dear. It'll be good once it's finished, if we actually ever get it finished. But yes, anyway. So I did a bit of an update on what was happening with that. Then Jonathan and I were taking the plastic off all the walls, which made a massive difference because there was just a lot of paint overspray on it and a lot of dust and yuck. It was just yucky. So I was having trouble breathing because of all the dust because I'm a little bit allergic to the dust. So yeah, so we got that down and then I did a video candling my eggs. So that video goes through candling eggs on day 10 of incubation. Then we had set up the boys to sleep in there. That was an interesting experience. So they actually had 2 nights where they got to stay in there on their own. Although the second or third night, Jonathan was just getting really upset about something. So I brought him back into the house and then I set it up so I was in there as well. Yes, the plastic is very bad for you and can outgas a lot of different things, which are not nice at all. So I still haven't gotten rid of all of it. And the container home still smells quite, there's a funny smell in there. But as you can see in this one, I've added a plant. At this stage, I've actually added more in since then. So yes, and we got some rain. Oh, and I did a Shed Wars video, but I'll go into that later. And then I set the boys up in the other room. So as you can see in here, the rooms aren't huge. They're not huge at all, but I was so excited about having power set up. So this is the only way I could actually set the beds up. And I've got them a little bit away from the wall because we do still have leaking happening. So from the windows, it leaks. Hubby has jumped up on the roof and put some silicone along it. So we're still waiting for it to rain again to see if that works. And eventually we will be putting a secondary roof on top of it. So it's not going to be a major drama, but because it was leaking from along here. So I've got my bed in there in the middle of the room. So I slept in there for the first time last night. Didn't sleep terribly great because you may have noticed there are no blinds on any of the windows. There's no curtains. There's no nothing. Wild's actually suggested that I use some magnets to hold up some curtains. I'm going to try that. because it was so bright in there so early this morning, and I didn't get to sleep until quite late. I'm probably not going to get to sleep until quite late tonight either. Anyway, now I've missed some chat over here. Hi, Wild. You'll be pickling some homegrown beets tomorrow. Ooh, yummy. Apparently, if you cut in half onions in the corner of each room, they'll absorb the smell. Oh, I'll have to try that. I will definitely try that, Annette, and I'll let you know how that goes. Hi, Ashley's Allotment Diary. Thank you for joining us from the UK. That is absolutely lovely to hear from you. Love our UK community, as well as our Canadian and American and African and New Zealand. But love you guys to bits. It's absolutely wonderful. Hello, little cheeky monkey chick from Canada. I hope the magnet sticks. The boys can help stick them up. They can. They could help too. Yeah, that would be really good. So yes, that was a bit of an adventure. So I've got power cords running everywhere because we've only got one power point working at the moment and one light switch. And I have watered that plant since then. So that plant's gotten watered, and I had a pot that was about to explode. My mother-in-law's tongues had just propagated so much over the past few years since I potted it up. I had this little pot and it had about 40 mother-in-law's tongues in it. And mother-in-law's tongue is actually a really good plant for releasing oxygen at night while you're sleeping. So the peace lily, and I think it's called devil's ivy, I'm not sure, it releases oxygen at night, during the day, so it cleans the air during the day. And the mother-in-law's tongue do a really good job of doing it at night. So they're really good in your bed. That is a really uncomfortable thing to sleep on. Like, the bed is ridiculously soft, so we put that thing on there, which is actually, I'll go back a bit. So that was actually outside, which is why it's partially rusty. But I needed something to put on the bed because the mattress was sinking so low. It was just doing horrible, horrible, horrible things to my back. So we've put that on, but it doesn't quite fit on there properly. And I'm uncertain that the mattress is going to stay on the bed properly, and the bed's on wheels and it's in the middle of the floor. And I feel like if I roll over, I'm going to fall off, or the bed's going to go rolling or something. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sleeping so well. I would much prefer having it right next to a wall, but because the walls are leaking, I can't do that. So it does mean that Gavin can't be in the container house with us at the moment because there's no room for another bed in that room. And we definitely can't fit a queen size bed in. Not that we have a queen size bed, because the queen size mattress got covered in mold, and we still have to replace that. But yes, anyway, I've definitely got to try this onions to take the toxins out and absorb the so yucky smell stuff. We've definitely got to see if that works. Yes. You would think that would be the simplest solution, but no, we don't have any plywood. And we're trying to avoid spending money where we don't need to at the moment, and we did have that. So it's a bit unfortunate. A bit of plywood have definitely done it really nicely. And we may have some somewhere, but a lot of the boards that we've got around the place are chipboards as part of bookcases that we haven't put up yet. And I don't want to break those. I do have some marine ply, but it's only quite thin. It's not, I don't think it's thick enough. And I am quite a big girl, so I don't want to break the bit of wood. And I had that part of the bed frame anyway. That was an old double bunk that my daughter had when she was a kid, which I can't use as double bunk anymore. But anyway, doesn't matter. It's all good. But so this is the way I've got the boys set up, because I can't fit the beds in any other way. I can't get 2 single beds in here. And I can't get the top bunk on there, because that top bunk actually can either separate into 2 single beds or it can be a double bunk. The only problem is it's too high in the container house to be used as a double bunk. So if I had all the money in the world, I would just go out and buy a smaller bunk bed. But I haven't, because we put all of it into helping Mum to get this so that we could rent it off her, and then it would be her granny flat when the house is fixed. But bit complex. But yeah, so this isn't going to be a long-term solution, but the kids are having fun. Yes, this is about gardening now. We were talking about pot plants before. And then we got, so then my Shed Wars video, and and now we're on that. Okay, so now we got the update on the Shed Wars stuff. Because I've given people a chance to come in. So that's why I actually start with my weekly videos, just to give people a chance to come in and make sure they can find us. What am I doing? Let's go back to my home page, because on my home page I've got a link to my Shed Wars 22 playlist, and it would appear that we have a new entry this week, which is quite exciting. So I'll put a link to this playlist. In the comments. So there's a link to this playlist, but you can find it on my channel's homepage as well. So, and in this playlist, I put everybody's Shed Wars 22 video in that I find. So if you've made a Shed Wars 22 video and I haven't found it and it hasn't made it into this playlist, please let me know. You can either email me at janderra@outlook.com or just put a comment on one of my videos. Hi, with Claire. Lovely to see you. Claire is Wisteria Energy Twister. Claire is also in the UK, so as is Ashley's Allotment Diary. So you guys are both in the UK. Yes. It's great entertainment for replay instead of waiting. Okay, so we scroll down all this. So this is all stuff that was here last week, and we checked out gardening Perth, Western Australia last week. Now, Homestead Aquarius brought out a video this week going through the team roster and shout outs for Team Aquarius. I actually thought there was another video. I think he did another video as well that I haven't added to this playlist yet. Let's get some volume.
Hemisphere that have joined us so far. We've got 10 of them, 10 different folks.
We've got more now.
10 different YouTube channels that have decided to join us in our efforts to teach the world how to grow food again. I'd also like to give a shout out to some other special people.
Now we
One of them is Janderra.
Gardening in Perth.
She is our secretary in the Southern Hemisphere, and she's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, I have my doubts on that.
Why am I out here? Because I like to show people things. I like to show them my part of the world. This is a place I've been before, and I'll show you a little bit more. We've got the fall colors around, and it's pretty. So let's do that. Janderra, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
And you brought in a sponsor. Yep, you brought us in a sponsor, and we appreciate that. I want to tell y'all about that. Here, just look at here. Look right here. That's a white-tailed deer track. I'm out in the middle of the country, and you can't see it, but this old man is holding this phone on this slippery sand slope going down this gully here. You can't tell the steep angle of it, but I can. And holding a phone. And whoop, it's a little bit scary. But I'm going to run out of time to make this video if I don't hurry up and get with it. That sun is going down fast. Oh, I love it out here, though.
You're relaxing as me. I love listening to Robert Smith.
I've shown this before in a video, and I told y'all that look up here Look up this way, and it's a rock cliff. That's where it is. I'm at Swan Covered Bridge in Alabama, Blount County, Alabama. It's one of my favorite places. The river is about normal depth right now and flow. And there's the bridge. It's a beautiful place, a favorite place of many people to come. All kinds of outdoor activities. Now, let me get to hushing about all this stuff. Hopefully, I can let y'all see a few things here.
Yeah, we haven't watched this one because this one's only been up for 6 days.
We're going to set the old pack down and get out the notebook. Because that's got a notebook with my notes in it. Has got old man brain beat all to death. So I can write stuff in there and not forget it. All right. I want to thank all you folks that are in this with the Southern Hemisphere. It's because of your efforts we are able to
so that's why I haven't
take our
got it in
message of Shed Wars worldwide and reach out to more people. Shed Wars is about how our mission is to teach people how to grow their own food again and be more self-sufficient in every way possible. And that means in your area, we want to see that. So somebody in Australia can help somebody in Australia with methods that work there for you. But if you are in a dry part of Australia, guess what? Your methods could be used in any other dry part of the world. Some of them. Same thing goes for every environment. People across the world helping one another. Now, let's get to this stuff here. I would like to thank Janderra once again for bringing in, as a sponsor, the Herb Cottage. And I believe it's Mud Brick Herb Cottage. You can find them online at www.herbcottage.com. They have offered up a $100 gift certificate for what we're doing. I would also like to remind everybody that the pot of the prize money that will be used to purchase all kinds of seeds and whatever y'all want to do is growing. And it grew a lot. As you know, I mentioned that John and myself are putting in $100 of our own money into your fund to get the seeds from. There are a couple of people that have helped out. One of them is in Shed Wars, and that's Melbourne's East. She has made a donation to that pot.
She did.
And the other one is Wisteria Energy Twister. She's from the UK, and she has a channel as well, and she has donated to the pot. Right now, it stands at around $300 and shows great promise in keeping on rising. It's your own contributions that makes that happen. Now, let's see here.
Okay, now if you do want to add to the money for the prize pool at the end, you can just PayPal me at Janderra. It's just at Janderra. So I'll put that link there, but that's my PayPal thing.
Yep, this is a big thank you. Now, I wanted to mention a couple of things that may not have been. One, when you're making your garden tour videos, they don't count as one of the 12 required videos for Shed Wars. Okay? You got to have the 12 teaching videos. And unless you're teaching on your garden tour, you know, a good bit of things or whatever, it doesn't count. We're trying to help people to grow food. Let me speed up a little bit. Maybe I'll put this in Yankee mode so I can talk a little faster. I don't know whether y'all like to see the bridge or something else, but let's look at the bridge. Okay, on Team Will It Grow, we have Janderra Homestead. We have Oxygen Farmer, Frugal Prepping Down Under with Bibby, and Surge Grows Organic. Now, Serge grows organic. He is in Africa. And he has some unique gardening things there. I highly recommend you checking out all these channels. For anybody that's not familiar with Shed Wars, these are some great people in multiple places around the world doing multiple techniques of gardening. Janderra, Homestead, Oxygen Farmer, and Frugal Prepping Down Under with Bibby are all in Australia. Wonderful people. Now, on my team, Team Aquarius, we have Melbourne's East. We have Claire's Country, Life with Osteoporosis. Matthew Janderra and McDowell Manor. All of these people bring a range of skills and knowledge of a great many different things, all in together in one place in Shed Wars. We share our knowledge with each other and the rest of the world in an effort to see who can grow the most food at the end of the growing season. That's what it's all about. I tell you what, I don't know. Do y'all like covered bridges? I do. I like the rocks and the rapids and the sounds of nature.
And we've had another person join as well this week.
Really does. And good people doing good things together is another thing that brings peace to my soul. That's what we're doing in Shed Wars. These people whose names that I have given a shout to,
valued member of the community.
I'm going to have a link in the description so that you can find their channels very easily. Go to them and support them. They're wonderful people. We've got another one or two that have not made it in yet, haven't got their entry videos in yet. Remember, we'll be taking those up till January the 1st. Oh, that sun's going down. I better hurry. So this is me, Robert at Homestead Aquarius. On behalf of me, on behalf of John at Will It Grow, I would like to thank all you fine people. And I hope you've enjoyed this little look at a place that's around me. Y'all be good. Press on. Let's teach the world how to grow food again and have fun doing it.
Yes, got to have fun doing it. Now, see if I can get my computer to behave itself and do what I want it to do. Are you just arguing with technology at the moment? So Shed Wars playlist continues. So feel free to go over and have a watch of Robert's video again. So yes, officially begins. That's because Shed Wars 21 finished. So have a look at Robert's video from that as well. And I've released a video on growing in layers, which is basically, if you look in nature, forests have different layers in them. So you've got the root layer, you've got the funguses and the ground covers, you've got the herbaceous layer, you've got the bushes, and you've got the different sized trees, the canopy layer, and all that sort of stuff. So yes, it's all good. So that's what that video is all about. So feel free to go and check that one out.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Geraldine, and I do apologise if I'm looking a bit sweaty, but I've been working in the garden. I've been milking the goats, and it's hot and muggy here. Very humid. But today's video is...
So have a look through that. Yes, I do apologise. I was a bit muggy. It was very muggy that day. I don't know why this is coming up. I really don't like that. But Sandy Toes Garden has just released their entry video, which is quite exciting. So yes, very exciting. It's all good gardening and gardening Perth. Lots of people have said no to me too. So yeah, we just keep doing what we're doing. And honestly, Shed Wars 21, I didn't start until December. Oh, it looks like we've got a silent film. Hang on, I'll just get that. Sorry, that was a mosquito. Let's see if I can get the link for this for everyone. They're on Bribey Island. This is Sandy Toes Fish. Yeah, Sandy Toes is the name of their channel. What am I doing? That's not what I want. There we go. This is what happens when you increase the size of your thing too much. Sorry. So let's have a watch of this.
Okay guys, so I'm going to do this while there's 2 seconds of sunshine before that hits, but we've essentially just moved into here. As you can see, the gardens are pretty rough. That's Rusty, the trusty Kelpie. Yeah, get out of it. And so essentially, this is our entry for Shed Wars. And you can see this is where we're starting. So this is a potential veggie bed out the front next to the driveway. Potential for more up the side, though we want to keep that kind of limited because of access to water. I would have to water it, can it in next to the front bed. So this is the front yard. I want to put over here a maybe a pumpkin or maybe cucumber melons would be really cute up front. This is all getting ripped out. Across here, once we've tidied it up, I want to put some lettuce and salad greens and all the goodness, especially around here, because that's perfect flatbed. In here, we've got the boar here, which is fantastic for us on the island. Essentially, this will all get tidied up. My husband would like to put some zucchini or let a butternut squash kind of just go off through that. That would be awesome. Rusty! Right, up the side of the house. This is where our bore water connects. Come on. Good boy. All right. This is where the previous owner had some kind of trellis. At the moment, I have my
Good question.
grapevine coming up. That was given to me by a neighbor when we just moved in here. We have voluntary tomato. I have no idea what that is, so that's a mystery tomato. We're going to put tomatoes all along this garden bed because it gets the perfect amount of sun during the day and it's sheltered. Through here, we go through to the backyard. It's all just scrub mess. We're going to clean that out. We started cleaning out here and shaping up these, I think they're called geisha doll plants. I have no idea what they're called, but we started trimming this one up. Lo and behold, my kids threw in a whole pile of pumpkin seeds. So that's my, I don't even know what to call it, start of the pumpkins. This all needs cleaned up. All needs cleaned up. All needs cleaned up. We found this lovely half fountain. I think it's meant to be a fountain, but it's only the base and the first tier, but there's like a section at the top for the next tier up that we don't have, but found it down the back up against the back wall, doing nothing, getting moldy and grown over. So we've cleaned her up. My little girl has put in strawberries, and over the back I think that's sage, but she put in strawberries. As you can see right there, there's already strawberry. We've got these lovely little white flowers. My husband put in some pink flower variety. Just gorgeous. Check out that color. I love the pink varieties. Like that too. So this is her spot. We tend to get a lot of green tree frogs around here. So we've got like just a little bottom of a planter that's filled with water with the storm that just came through. This is my official section of a veggie patch. Over here, I've got tortellini beans. This is like a steak tomato, basil, cherry tomato over the back end. You can see the cherry tomato starting. Over here, I've got shallots. This row here is eggplant. This row here is capsicum, and we just haven't done anything with that. That needs to be pulled out. It has died. And our beautiful neighbours have a passion fruit vine coming over, and he said whatever comes over our side of the fence, we're more than welcome to harvest. So that's exciting.
Other people's plants.
Over the back here, we've just started cleaning out this tree, and over the back here we've realized there's a kaffir lime over there in amongst the shade, so we're going to pull her out and stick her somewhere much more pleasant. There's a jade tree right in the corner. There's a mock orange over there. So once it gets all cleaned out, we'll stick some more good stuff in. So there's been tons of bromeliads and pots we've had to clear out of garden beds. This is my original pot with my nectarine in it, and we just got our first harvest of it. A couple of weeks ago, we had maybe 4 or 5 nectarines off it, which was really exciting because I've only had the tree 2 years. This mass of greenery is 2, what are they called? Tropical birch trees planted together. Who knows why they did that? That needs a massive haircut. I've already given it a haircut, but it needs another one. This is my lovely little lime tree. Good old faithful, I call it. It's got a second round of lemon. Oh, I called it a lime tree. It's a lemon tree. It's got second round of lemons coming up on it, which is lovely. Once again, this yard literally was just let go in between us and previous owners. There's a native there, which looks lovely when it's flowering and red. Good old budgie cages. We got 6 budgies in there. Scrap yard. There's so much I want to do in this section. I just want to clear it out, leave the trees because they're not moving, but then hopefully stick raised garden beds up into it. And that would be a really great space to put some garden. This is our mulberry tree. She's just finished fruiting.
Mulberry.
There's all these garden beds on the really big patio. On this corner over here is my tomato that overwintered. She's looking a bit sickly, which is fine. She's at the end of her legs. But she put on this last flush of tomatoes. I mean, look at the size of that sucker. It's stuck in between the pegs. I can't even get her out. Yeah, so, I mean, there's my hand. She's a decent sized tomato. So I'm going to let them ripen, and then that one will get pulled out of the pot. Yeah, so all this garden bed I can do stuff with. The hardest thing is I've realized I tried digging over here, and I realized most of these rocks are cemented in. So re-landscaping is going to be
that's frustrating.
Unpleasant. Hey, Rusty boy. Yeah. Best thing about this yard is there's a tap here, right next to the veggie patch. There's a tap next to the elephant, which waters this side. So having water easily is quite easy to do. This is the rough side coming down to the laundry door, garden shed. This used to be a path. I don't know why, but they've closed it in.
Thanks, Ashley.
Who knows with old people, right? This nook is just like a storage thing at the moment. I'm planning on filling this out with pots that need. So the pots in here will have things growing that love heat, because this section gets super hot, gets pretty much sun all day.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets really, really hot here with the tiles and the fence and the shed. So all my Mediterranean things like my rosemary, tomatoes possibly, if it doesn't get too hot, I have to test it. But there was a gate here. It's now been blocked off. And that literally just looks out towards the front of the house. There is a tap just on the other side of that fence line. So water again, not a problem. And that's us, guys. Like I said, just moved in really in the last month or two, just settled enough to now start thinking about it. I've been following you guys with Shed Wars for what feels like donkeys now and never actually done anything, but yeah, got prompted into by the lovelies at Janderra and thought, you know what? This garden has so much potential to do something.
It does. Lots of
Give it a
potential.
go. What's the worst that could happen? I end up with a vegetable garden that's rambling through a whole bunch of mess. So yeah, if I'm good enough, we'll see how we go. Cheers, guys.
So this is Catherine's video. I think that was her name. I'll just double check that. So her name is Christine, sorry. And she lives on beautiful Bribie Island, which is about 30 minutes north of Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. And our scrubby garden has to deal with 99% sand composition and a constant salt breeze. So she's looking forward to transforming this yard into a food machine this year. So yeah, so very exciting. She's got 4 subscribers currently. I'm sure with the 6 of us, we can increase that. In fact, I just noticed that I hadn't yet. Oops. I did add the video to my playlist. And in all honesty, I only just found her video. So yeah, I absolutely agree, Claire. She's got a lovely video, and I think her garden's got some fantastic potential. It's really exciting. I love the way she started and finished the video. It's really, really good. So make sure you go over, play through the video. It only goes through for 10 minutes. And write a nice comment welcoming you to Shed Wars. That would be really, really lovely. So I think that's about it. Yeah, it's lovely to welcome Christine to the group. That was Christine. Yes, Christine. There's her name. Oh my goodness, it's been a long day. So yes, it's been a bit of a big week. We've had new entries. Robert's put out stuff. And I'm looking forward to hearing lots more stuff on what people are up to in their gardens. I'll be checking out the competition. Well, I guess you could look at it that way. Basically, I just look at it that anybody that's in Shed Wars 22 Southern Hemisphere is part of the Shed Wars community. So yes, but we do need to keep an eye on what the competition's doing. I did notice that. I noticed that you had a comment there. Doing a wonderful job. So it's lovely to see the playlist of Shed Wars 22 Southern Hemisphere videos growing. We've got 25 videos here now. I mean, that's not including the weekly catch-ups that I've been doing. So they're not in the, except for that one. That one shouldn't be in there. I'll remove that one. That doesn't belong in there. So yes, and make sure that you remember. No, I won't leave those ones in there. They don't need to be in there. Make sure you keep an eye on Robert and John's channel to see if they put anything out, and I look forward to seeing any updates that you guys are going to do in this week. And make sure you remember, if I haven't found your video, to make sure you comment on one of the videos and let me know that I've missed it, so that I can add it to this playlist. And I'm pretty sure John and Robert have got a playlist as well. And I've been a bit slack on keeping track of whether John's been doing lives on Saturday mornings. Saturday mornings have been a bit busy. Sorry. Yes, if anyone wants to pop up on the panel and have a chat, you're more than welcome. Yes. Thank you for joining us, Ashley. It's always lovely to have you. Have a fantastic week. Did you post one yesterday? Did I miss it? Obviously, I missed that one. I'm sorry. I did do a search. Did you put the Shed Wars tags on it? Have I added that one to the playlist then? You've got one from 8 days ago. How did I miss that one? Sorry, Gardening Perth. My most humble apologies. Yeah, I've got that in there now. Here you go. Now you put that out 8 days ago, so that belongs there. So let's have a watch of that one. John's lives are actually quite fun. Picking seeds is so important. Is this one that you showed last week? Gotta get all those seeds. They're so tiny, aren't they? It's amazing how so much can grow from one little seed. Nice. Good job. Oh, you're so organized. Good job. Mhm. Excellent job. Well done. Now, I also noticed that I missed another one that you did. Shh. Got to keep me on my toes. Yes. I am not a fan of palm trees either. Unless they're a date palm, that'd be nice. They are very expensive to move. Got to keep hydrated.
it's actually designed for tampons. That is very interesting. I've heard a lot of shippers whose blades can get blunted by these tampons. Yeah. Great job. You too. Have you noticed the slippery at all? Lovely chip. Yay! Every little bit of organic matter helps. Yes, very important to protect your machine. Well, that was lovely. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's really, you should put a some information in the description about the type of mulcher you've used. Assuming you haven't already done that, and I've just been slack and haven't read it yet. because you've got some lovely descriptions here. But that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. But yes, that's basically it, unless there are any other videos that I missed. It was very lovely, wasn't it, Claire? We've just got such a lovely community, lots of different styles of gardening and lots of different environments, which is absolutely fantastic. And we get to share lots of different information. Now I just got to hope that I haven't missed anybody else's videos. Now, did that add in? Pretty sure I've added that to the playlist now. Yes, there it is. Wonderful. Now, I think part of the problem might be is we're all using different tags. Got to work out what Robert did. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember whether the G is supposed to be outside the bracket or inside the bracket. Actually, that should be in the rules video. Let's see if we can find it.
So,
because I know I've got a link to all the different. Wonder which rule that was.
22SH in there.
No, not that one. Who is that one?
What if you're a great...
No. Unless it was that one.
22SH in there.
John, how are you?
Two. We asked that. Your team hashtag can be a little bit later.
I
That's
just forgotten
fine.
how we're supposed to actually title them.
We do
Whether
want
it's
the
supposed to have the G inside the bracket or outside the bracket.
hashtags in there, first and second, that kind of thing. It helps with the algorithm and what we're doing. Now, that's only on your required videos.
Wrong thing.
All right. Any Shed Wars video that you make, you're going to have those in it. But
I thought the G had to be inside the bracket, but I might need to go fix that because
but there's room for other hashtags.
Gardening in Perth's got the G outside the bracket.
We have categories that we're talking about. We're going to have what's called the Shed Wars World Fair, and it's going to incorporate and involve every aspect of what we do that's outside of gardening, canning, quilting, animal husbandry.
I'll have a look and I'll go through it next week. If anyone wants to come and jump up on the panel and have a chat, you're most welcome. Other than that, the wrap up for this week is Robert's put out a video with the official start. I've added a video. Sandy Toes has joined Shed Wars 22. She's on Bribey Island, and Backyard Gardening in Perth has done this. The G goes outside the bracket. Well, there you go. I did it wrong. See, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I've got to edit my video. You're snowed in for sure. I better fix my video up, better not I? I'll get that G outside the bracket. Well, I'm sure you guys don't need to watch me edit my videos. There we go. G is now outside the bracket. Thank you, kind sir. Yes, but it's 11:30 here now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Gary.
What afternoon? I really need to have a conversation about myself. Obviously, to myself. I obviously don't know what time of day it is. But yeah, so we do have, I do have this playlist on my channel. And I'm sure there's more than 20. Oh, no, there are 25 videos because I took those weekly chats out. So we're certainly starting to get a collection of videos happening here. So yes, I hope everybody's found this interesting. And please go over and check out the other channels, especially Sandy Toes. She's only got 6 subscribers at the moment. I'm sure we can help improve that. Christine's got a lovely little channel. It'd be fantastic for you all to go and watch her videos. The Southern Hemisphere is helping to warm you up. Hey, Wild Edibles, that is fantastic. Lots of snow going around up there by the sounds of it. But if no one wants to come up and join the panel, I'm going to sign off for tonight. You guys, I really appreciate you all coming and joining me and coming along on this Shed Wars 22 journey. And I hope you all have a fantastic week. And I will. Good to hear, John. Oh, John, which team is she in? I'm assuming she's in Team Aquarius. Since that was the order that things were going in. Yes, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell for Sandy Toes. I'm sure she'd greatly appreciate that, and it means you get let know of when she puts out. She's in like a sack. That's a shocking name. It really is. Little monkey's got to give you back Mike's phone. It's not the X Factor. Oh dear. It is such a fun bunch. Yeah, sorry, I'm just updating the website list so that people can find links, especially for Sandy Toes' channel, because it's a little bit of an unusual. Well, she's only got a new channel, so pop that up here. So there's the current. If I can get that all on one page. There we go. The current teams. You do get the next person. How lucky are they? Your little quail chick is totally addicted to YouTube channels. So yes, that's the lineup so far. Both teams are growing, which is fantastic. And I would imagine that we're going to get some volunteers soon from the Northern Hemisphere. Is that right, John? Or do people have to apply to be able to become a volunteer? I don't know. Did you want to come up and have a chat at all, John, or are you still waking up? I'm not even sure what time it is over there at the moment. Silence. Anyway. Yes, they get to join soon and they must apply. He's still on coffee. He can't come on alive without coffee, hey. Got to have had that first cup of coffee. Your garden is under snow today. Wow. Yes, a lot of characters are very difficult to remember. Did I put that? Now I will pop this into, I'll put this into the description of this video as well. That should make it so that things are clickable, I hope. I'm just adding that in now. No, I can't edit that now. I'll have to go into YouTube Studio to do that. So at 8:30 a.m. in Canada. Oh dear. And the link to, if you want to transfer any money for the to add towards the prize money, I'll put that link in the description as well. That basically just at Janderra is my is the PayPal. Yes, I hope that helps. So it's 8:30 there too, John. Excellent. The link didn't work. That's not good. Which link? Which link have I got broken? The one for my website or? Or the link that I put up? Did I put a link up? Where did I put the link up? No, I was able to add it to the I can't put it in the comments until after the video, after the live is finished. So I have put it in the description, but you'd probably need to refresh the page, I would imagine, for that to change, because I've only just changed that. All the bells and whistles. Are you talking about the link in the description? No, I don't want to break it and go into there. That could cause a problem. That's never a good thing. Oh, the link in the chat. The one from the link for my website or the link for Sandy's channel? There's Sandy's channel. Oh, Sandy Toe's channel, so Christine's channel, I should say. Description looks good now. Yay! Oh, sorry. I've got a bit of a nasty cough at the moment. Excellent. Yay. It's wonderful. Oh, before I forget, I mentioned the Ibergast thing for you in the previous live. This is what I was talking about, and there's a link for it. This worked really well on fixing up my irritable bowel. Oh, what was it? No, leaky gut, sorry. I'm not sure if you can get it where else you can get it, but yeah, it's got lots of information on here. Help with indigestion, heartburn, stomach pain, bloating, irritable bowel syndrome, indigestion, heartburn, stomach pain. Oh, I went through that. Okay, yeah, that just scrolls around. See, I don't know if it'd help, and I don't know if you can get it there. Yay! I'm glad the link in the chat works. Yeah, so I don't know. I just told you that I'd put it up, so I couldn't find the bottle in the fridge, so I don't know what I've done with it. I probably need to get some more. But yes. Anyway, if no one wants to hop up on the panel tonight, I might close down for tonight. We've gone through the new videos for this week for SHEDWARS22. Yeah. Excellent. Good to know. So yes, make sure that you go over to all of the channels that are here and make sure you're subscribed and hit that little notification bell so that you get notified when they get a video. And I will catch you next week. Thank you very much for joining me, or joining us, and you have a great week, and I'll catch you in the comments. Bless you. Have a great week.